WTF just happened to the cryptocurrency market. So I've got that news for you. And a simple reminder that most people are probably not going to make it. This market has been rough as heck. We're watching equity markets rage. We're watching gold rage. And yet crypto, aside from some meme coins, have been basically just not doing that much. People are capitulating. People are losing interest. People are losing faith that the golden bull run is not going to come. But it's that time right now where we're so close to hopefully something finally happening that it seems like a terrible time, of course, to give up. And one of the biggest risks of crypto, and always has been with crypto, is that this is the industry you show up to every day. You listen to YouTube videos, you read our newsletters, you talk to people in Discords and all that kind of stuff. And then you give up and walk away, or you dial out, you tune out because it's not exciting enough, except for a few meme coins that are going crazy all the time. Yeah, Bitcoin's been going sideways for months on end. To deal with it, okay? And I know what you're thinking. Man, just one more shakeout. Just one more shakeout, baby, and then it's up only, right? This market is unforgiving and brutal. It is a cruel place to want to be involved in on a regular basis, but here we are. Here we are, man. Anyway, Bitcoin yesterday had a bit of a sell-off due to some of the news that came through. We'll cover that in just a second, but you can see the wick did come under the 200-day EMA. Candle closed back above, okay? That's the important thing to watch out for here. The candle closed above the moving average, which is the critical thing. Now, I had this charted out here, this sort of 58K zone, critical price support. Coming down here into the 58K zone, yeah, it'll be interesting to see if that will have been an interesting spot to open up longs from. Of course, now we need to build some strength back in. We are down trending currently, short term, we can say here. So you want to see Bitcoin's price starting to close back above this orange line here, which would approximately, depending on how long it takes to get there, start coinciding with the 50 and 100-day EMAs right about here. So keeping an eye, of course, on the Bitcoin price action as we go forward here. Now, why did markets get a bit spooked? U.S. inflation data definitely could have had something to do with it. Basically, we saw U.S. inflation data get released, price of Bitcoin fall shortly thereafter. It did recover relatively quickly, so there's that to consider. All right, the market didn't panic that much about it. But it did come in higher than expected. So last month it was 2.5%, okay? To be clear. This month, it fell down to 2.4%, so inflation is still going down. Now, analyst estimates had forecasted at 2.3%, so it came in over expectations, but still down month to month, okay? Inflation is still falling, and it's at 2.4%, which is only 0.4% higher than the Fed's target of 2%. Very interesting. Very interesting. The market didn't like it initially, but it's also, I really don't think that big of a deal, to be honest, considering everything else that's going on right now on the macro scene. Fed's boss stick has said the door is open to skipping rate cuts and ever. Don't you skip rate cuts. You cut those damn rates, Fed. You got one job, man. You raise the rates and you cut the rates. Well, guess what your job is, right? It's cutting the rates, dog. We cut, okay? We cut. No skipping rate cuts. No, we cut the damn rates. We keep the golden bull run going, okay? What are you talking about here? Jeez Louise. Somebody needs to get these guys a couple drinks over there, man. Get them drunk, get them cutting those interest rates. What are they doing? Anyway, we'll see, of course. Jokes aside, guys. We'll see, obviously, how things play out. The fact they're even talking about this, there's maybe seeing how the market reacts to even such conversational points, let's say. Still, the market is looking at essentially by the end of the year, 100 basis points of cuts, okay? So maybe as 2 more 25 basis point cuts or 150 basis point cut, we shall see, of course, how that comes in by the end of the year. Real quick before we get into the rest of the news, if you are a cryptocurrency trader, you got to get yourself an account over on Bybit right now. It is the best place to be trading crypto altcoins. They list all kinds of crazy cool new altcoins there super early. Plus, it's the best damn futures exchange. So here's the deal that you can get signed up for. Use the link down below to take advantage of this offer right now. So you will get a $500 free position. So that can be denominated in Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana and Pepe and Doge. You keep all the profits from that trade. All you need to do to be eligible for that, Sign up using the link down below, deposit $100 or more, and then claim your free $500 trade. So if you're a crypto trader, go check that out. So, Zenica here posting. So I tell you what, when we finally break out of this godforsaken sideways chop, the real bull begins. We will have deserved it. Amen to that, man. Amen to that. This has been a wild market cycle so far. That early top in March, not the top of the cycle, but, early new all-time high price back in March. And just months and months of sideways. It's funny because back in April, I think I was saying, the Max Payne scenario would be basically a Bitcoin essentially ranges sideways for months and months on ends, all to bleed out like mad. And it's kind of what happened, except for, of course, meme coins, which keep being new paradigm money every single day. Crypto Hoyam, the pirate here, the last 6 months have been brutal. Breakout confirms it's a fake out. Breakdown confirms it's a breakout. Bullish momentum occurs. Full reversal. Bearish momentum occurs. Retrace it all. And it's really been like that, man. It's really been like that. How many times we've broken beyond, okay, we're breaking out here. We're breaking out of this double bottom. We're breaking out beyond key moving averages. Blah, 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 blah. And every damn time just slapped down, man. It's been crazy. It's been crazy to watch. It's a market that will force a lot of people into capitulation. This is from Crypto Gorilla here. He says, time-based capitulation is the toughest part of a cycle to survive. Simply staying in the game, right? That's it. Simply staying in the game long enough to win is going to separate you from all the losers in the market, okay? The people who don't make money, don't go on to make giant sums of cash when things really heat up. He goes on to say, the price-based capitulation, you lose more money more quickly, but you have wild swings, so hope is still strong. Time-based capitulation, volume dries up, the same capital already in space just rotates, people get desperate. Instead of blue chips, everyone is holding random low caps, get pumped as capital gets desperate. This has been the longest, most grueling time-based capitulation for altcoins. RSI has never been higher on the monthly time frame for Bitcoin dominance. It's not the time to capitulate, it's time to hold the line. Those who survive will have the glory, but you have to survive. You have to survive, guys. This is super interesting. Nate Grassi shared this. Said new Schwab survey is out where they asked ETF investors which asset classes they plan on investing over the next year via ETFs. Number one, and by a long shot, 62% to 48% for millennials is crypto. It's crypto. It's Bitcoin ETFs, Ethereum ETFs. It'll be XRP and Solana and Dogecoin ETFs whenever those come out. Oh, you don't think a Dogecoin ETF's coming? Wake the heck up. Of course a Dogecoin ETF's going to come. It's crazy. 62% versus 48% for U.S. equity. That's absolutely nuts, man. And of course, millennial investors should be paid attention to because these are the investors who are literally going to inherit, I think, is it 48 or 60 trillion, whatever it might be, from their parents and grandparents. Huge sums of money are going to flood into this market. It'll be wild, man. What's also interesting is that crypto is number 2 for all investors. U.S. equities, of course, still the favored asset class overall, but cryptocurrencies is number 2. Think about that. Little old cryptocurrencies came out of nowhere just a little over, 15 years ago? And suddenly, they're the second most preferred investment by all investors of any age group. And the number 1 preferred investment, of course, of millennials. Crazy. Crazy stuff, man. Fade that at your, again, you just have to think big picture here. Everybody gets so caught up in the day-to-day bullshit. But if you look at the big picture, what's actually going on, to see the forest from the trees, understand what's coming, the wave of money that's coming from all kinds of different places. It's a tsunami with multiple waves. It's the millennial money that's going to come in. It's the ETF money that's going to come in. It's the institutional money that's going to come in. It's the family office money. It's the billionaire money. It's crazy stuff, man. LJ here sharing Altcoin Market Cap bullish MACD crossover. This is on the weekly chart, by the way. So this is all cryptocurrencies excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So that's all altcoins, essentially. Altcoin Market Cap pumped 145% in the 6 months the last time this happened. This time different? Usually not. Usually not. Perhaps something to pay attention to here for all the altcoin investors out there, which is you and me. Come on. Come on, who's got only Bitcoin these days? Not many investors. Titan of Crypto saying Altcoin Surge to come. Major alt rally could be just around the corner. Typically when a bullish crossover forms on the 3-week stochastic RSI. A powerful move to the upside follows. I don't make the rules. Very interesting. Look at the previous crossovers, right? Unless we get some kind of this malarkey happening here where we get a bunch of fake outs. But if we actually get a proper, decent crossover, then we could see a big rally coming here for altcoins in the next 6 months. Okay, so fade that at your peril. Ali here saying the key support level for Ethereum is $2,300. We're at 2.4 million addresses purchased, 52.6 million ETH. That is insane. That's like half the supply of Ethereum has an average purchase price of $2,300. Holy cow. He says if this demand zone fails, it could lead to a sell-off as investors might look to minimize losses. Wild shit right there, man. Hey, let's real quick, some interesting metrics shared from Masari here on Aptos. So Aptos set a new layer 1 blockchain record for daily transactions driven by viral game adoption and ecosystem expansions. Quarter-on-quarter metrics, daily transactions up 474%, DeFi TVL up 123%, daily DEX volume by 189%. Could Aptos be the Sui catch? I'm still interested in getting a position in Sui, by the way. I'm waiting for a decent pullback to come in here for Sui, man. Come on. What's it doing? What's it doing, man? Come on. It's gunning back up to $2. Go down. You're going the wrong direction, Sui. You need to go back the other way, man. Go back the other way, okay? Go back to $1.45. That'd be great. I'd buy there. $1. Load up the truck, man. Or I'll just cope and watch it go higher. Anyway, that's also a very real possibility, I guess. Aptos could be the catch-up trade on that, though. Very similar, of course, cryptocurrencies. Be interesting to see if the market starts paying a lot more attention to Aptos in the wake of the tsunami that has happened recently, of course. Uniswap is launching the Uni chain, a new layer 2 designed for DeFi, fast blocks, cross-chain interoperability, decentralized validator network. Fantastico. This guy here is Wajimat Mughal, okay? And he has shared some interesting thoughts here that I wanted to share with you. He said, why is this bad for the ETH asset? He said, one thing I talked about recently was the value capture of ETH, the asset. Layer 1 network activity is a critical component of this, and if the number one DeFi app on the network, which is Uniswap when it comes to revenue, is now deciding to leave and take control of its revenue for itself, it opens an interesting discussion of where this leaves ETH today. This is going to reduce Layer 1 activity in a big way. One of the most popular applications in all of Ethereum land is Uniswap. Not to say it's still going to be deployed on main chain Ethereum, but a lot of business is going to go elsewhere, or it's already going elsewhere, right? A lot more business gone over to Base, a lot more business gone over to Optimism and Arbitrum, and of course, now that they're launching their own Uni chain, it's problematic. Maybe it's time to swap some of my ETH for literally anything else. Optimism Superchain vision is coming true. It now has major centralized exchange, Coinbase, a major enterprise, Sony, major DEX, Uniswap, as well as Farcaster, Aerodrome, Mode, Zora, and a lot of other stuff. Now, of course, you might say, wow, that sounds really bullish. I should probably go out and buy some Uniswap tokens. The Uni token is still worthless. Okay? Still worthless, in my opinion. Oh, I'm not saying it can't pump because markets can pump dumb shit, but until Uniswap turns on that fee sharing, I'm not interested in the Uni token. Of course, it'll be too late then because it'll pump like 200% overnight or something. I'll totally miss out on that, but it's been years, man. It's been years. Ever since, 2020, the airdrop came. It's been literally 4 years that they've been teasing a potential revenue share. Billions could have been redistributed to token holders during that time. It's crazy shit, man. Anyway, guys, if you want to sign up to the newsletter, get signed up to the newsletter. It's the best damn newsletter in the cryptocurrency industry. Seriously, we have absolutely top tier altcoin reports every single week, deep dives into the altcoin space with hot altcoins, no bullshit reports. We have the latest alpha on all kinds of altcoins, meme coins. We have DeFi tutorials, weekly step-by-step DeFi tutorials, weekly airdrop guides. Our airdrops have made crazy money this year. Crazy money. like six-figure money. It's nuts. So go check it out. Link down below in the description. It's free to get signed up. You can learn more about our courses, our Discord, our premium services, all that kind of stuff. Check it out down below or the pinned comment over on X. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you back in the next one. Peace.